Welcome to Marketplace Network podcast. In this podcast, we focus on art and entertainment, business, and politics. Today in the house, I'm having a good friend of mine. His name is Kelvin Emmanuel. We'll be talking about his activities around art and entertainment as a skit maker, as a movie director, movie producer, and other aspects of his life. So in the studio with me is Capthain Temperature. Welcome to the studio. How are you doing? You're looking good. I was trying to profile you on Facebook. I was thinking you would use your indigenous name. So I was looking for Kelvin Emmanuel. But I had to put a call through Barnaby. He was the one that told me that your social media handle is Capthain Temperature.
Yes.
How did you come about the name Capthain Temperature?
Well, when starting on my brand, I wanted something unique.
Okay.
Something that would only be me. That would mean you would mention that name or that brand, and the only thing that would come to your head is me. So that was it. I was a bit selfish when I was picking that name. So I went for a performance, and after that, they said the MC came out and said, I love the way this person came. He charged everybody up. Everywhere was hot. So I said, okay, hot, temperature. Let's do it together. So that's how we did it. So
Wow.
the Capthain came later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also noticed that you have this slogan in front of it, like a title, Duke of Talk.
The Duke of Talk, yeah.
Is that a self-acclaimed title, or it was something awarded?
Apparently, it is. My friends call me that basically because I like to talk, but talk that makes sense. You understand? Talk about anything that is reasonable, that adds value and everything. So when I want to do my introduction, I'll say my name is Kelvin Emmanuel. My friends call me Capthain Temperature, the Duke of Talk, the preferred one.
That's a very creative one out
Thank you
there.
very much.
Can we have you introduce yourself officially? What you're into?
Okay.
Do you have other things you?
My name is Kelvin Emmanuel Bello. Bello is my surname.
Okay.
And Capthain Temperature, that's what most people know me at. I'm an event MC.
Okay.
Most of the times I'm an event MC. Sometimes I'm an actor. Sometimes I'm a director too. And sometimes, I act as an event consultant. I write content. I curate content basically. Most times I don't really create. I curate it when they have ideas. I just put it together, make it work, and that is basically some of the things that I do. Yeah.
Okay. So you an event,
Yeah,
you
I'm an
compare like an MC.
An event professionally.
Okay.
Yeah, I also consult for events.
consult.
You want to do an event, comedy, stand-up, crusade, open hair. I do.
Which one actually brings in the
one I do most of the one I do most of the time. That's
which
event
is
MC.
Event MC.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So yeah, I was watching one of your movies on YouTube. I think My Mistake.
Yeah.
Is it My Mistake?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So in writing your script or movie script, so what are the developing? How do you develop your story ideas around your script and
Okay,
movies?
for film, I think it's based on inspiration. We have writers, just like we have different spheres of media. We have writers, we have those that do screenplay. You understand? Somebody writes, come from an idea, it conceives.
Okay.
Sometimes it might be family. Today I might decide I want to write about family. What happens in the family? What aspect of family do I want to channel my writing to? Sometimes I might write about the society, sometimes I might write about entertainment itself. You
Okay.
understand? Or art itself. So basically, that's how I derive. Sometimes I might see something on the street and I feel, okay, I think this thing can actually be better interpreted, in visuals rather. And that is why we come on that's why you see it on screen, that's why you see it on YouTube and the likes. And I think that is basically the process of filmmaking and the blueprint of filmmaking.
All right. Do you have situation where real life events kind of shaping your movie script?
Yeah. Actually, most of the times in 2024 now that we are, I think that is what most of these producers do. That's what they invest in. They invest in real life. They tell a story of something that happened in the 80s, in the 1900s, in the 1800s, and they come around, they try to infuse a little bit of reality in it, but they just give us a story. So I think real life too is actually an interesting way of explaining to the audience what is going on and how to navigate your way around it. So yes.
Yeah, the example you cited, most of them now end up coming up with epic movies around historical.
Yeah.
So you see movies like Efuche Todd the remake.
Break,
You
yeah,
see Ashabi. Is it Ashabi or Lishabi?
Yeah.
Then you get to see the one that Odolade recently. Lakatabu thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to personal life experiences, you know, those ones are based on historical
Yeah.
experiences. What's your take on using personal life experience aside from using historical experience?
Personally, I feel that using personal life experience is actually risky.
Doesn't have to be your own personal life.
Yeah, I
Could
understand.
be experiences of others.
It's actually risky because there is now in filmmaking now there's a board that comes up apart from the board that censors of regulatory board. Thank you. There's a board that actually try to, if you do a story of somebody, if it looks similar or it sounds similar, they can actually fine you for that. So it's actually risky now. It started some few years ago. You understand? So now if you do a story that is synonymous with somebody's life or something without taking, the consent, they might actually, pull it down, stuff like that. So that's why I said it's actually risky. But it actually, to me, it is one part of filmmaking that it had spice to it. Because as a filmmaker, you have to think of so many things when you are putting your film together, when you're trying to produce. You have to think of one, what I'm writing. Would it interest the audience?
Prior to this time, if not that I'm just getting more involved in art and entertainment, I used to mix up the role of a producer, a director, executive producer. They tend to be the same to me. Is there any distinctive roles?
Of course, distinctive roles.
Okay.
An executive producer, let me take it from there, is the one that provides the funding. For any product, it's the one that provides the fund. You need to do funding. Actually, it's the executive producer that gets the sponsors, like the normal way, gets the sponsors, provides the funding, and every other thing that has to do with cash inflow and everything like that adequately for the project. The producer is the one that oversees every part of the project itself. You understand? The director is the one that is being employed to direct on screen. The producer's work starts from before the production, of course, to an extension to a director job also starts from before the production, but majorly, the producer's job starts from before the production to post-production, till even when you want to premiere, till even marketing, till every aspect. The executive producer is just somebody that provides the funding, also supervises the project. Of course, if you're investing in something, you have to know where your money is going. So basically, that is the job of a producer. He oversees the production and everything. So the executive producer is the one that is in charge of liquid funds and everything for getting sponsors, getting endorsements. If the project requires to get an endorsement, it's the job of the executive producer. So the producer just oversees every aspect of it, from the script, blueprint, that's the scripting, to post production, to everything.
Yeah, but I think at times during the end cast, you see a single person who is the producer and is the director, and maybe in real occasion is not the executive producer. Is it possible for somebody to have the attribute of those three roles, and is it professional too?
Well, professional, there's always going to be a question of if it is professional or not. Everyone has his own opinion. Practically for me, I feel that if someone is good, someone can be good enough to do all those things.
Okay.
You can be the one. If I have a project, if I have my money at hand and I don't have a sponsor, I can decide to, invest in my project as the executive producer. I produce it myself, and I can also direct it if I have, what it takes to do it. But I feel naturally, for me, I feel that no man is an island. The least you can do is, when you are producing, get somebody who is also an expert in it, because production has different types. We have blind producer, we have several types, different, so it goes, is quite wide. There are some people that are very, very good with assisting the producer.
Okay.
You understand? They are not, or they have the experience of a producer too.
Assisting the producer, would that be, what would be the job description of the person assisting?
Assistant producer.
Assistant
producer. Yeah,
producer. Okay.
Most times the line producer also comes in place to do the thing, but they are both, there's a similarity in each, but everything works together So for instance, if I am a producer and I have my money to invest as the executive producer, I might get an assistant producer to work with me on the project. And of course, we can hire a director and I can decide to direct it myself. You understand? But the thing is that there is no two person that can have the same idea.
Yes, sure.
You can all come together to do something, but you cannot have the same idea. Everybody has his own spice that he has. Everyone has his own idea that he brings to the table. So that's just how it works in filmmaking.
Yeah, I think it's actually good to break it down
break it
like that.
down. Yeah, of course.
You
So you
can
don't stress
kind of
yourself.
synergize and leverage on the creative ideas
Yeah, of
of
course,
others.
of others.
Yeah, could it be that because of the money that is involved, that is why somebody would like to to produce and also to direct by himself?
Well, my next thing, he might. And some people just, I don't know, everyone has their opinion, everyone has their reasons for doing things. Apparently, some people it's because of the money. They feel that why would I have to give a producer? But mind you, filmmaking has even evolved right now to a point where you cannot do everything. It is not even right and proper. It's not professional for you to do everything. You have to get somebody that can handle it so that you can work effectively in the position that you are standing in. If you are an executive producer, you work effectively as an executive producer. If you are a producer, you work effectively as a producer. If you're a director, you work effectively as a director. So that's how it is. That's how it should be.
Okay, seeing that you're also a skit maker,
Yeah.
I think to a large degree, most visible and prominent skit makers, they are residents in Lagos more than we have them in Ibadan. Why?
Well, everybody says Lagos is where the market is. Lagos is where the
Commerce,
the commerce is.
commercial, okay.
Man, it's a land of opportunities. So it's so diverse. You can actually do anything in Lagos and it quickly flies than any other part of Nigeria. So I feel that is why everybody is going to Lagos. But then the thing is that Lagos allows creatives, businesses, name it, to thrive. In a cozy environment. As much as Lagos is, you feel that Lagos has a lot of people, but we have consumer for every type of talent.
That's true.
You understand? So and it's enough. It's more than enough. Lagos provides opportunities. Lagos is just ahead of every other person. So I think that's why we have a number of them in Lagos.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right. So if we would talk about the advantages the impact of social media on the entertainment industry, because I know it has the positive and the negative part. Maybe we should get to talk about the positive, because there's an aspect of the negative impact that came to my mind right now, which I'd like us to look into. So what are the impacts of social media on?
Well, I feel that the impact of social media is actually it grows every day. It becomes much more impactful because we have quite a number of content creators coming on board. One, we all know that social media is a platform to showcase yourself. You want to sell your business, you want to sell your brand, you want to do anything, and you want visibility. That is basically what social media is about. Like, that was how we started. Visibility.
Okay.
More people to come in. Now, the marketplace aspect of it, the marketplace aspect of social media came when investors started coming to invest in it, because of course we have a designer for each social media. We have somebody that is in charge, the CEO, the founder, but then we have some investors, people that actually invest in the digital aspect of it, the marketing aspect of it, the visibility, the commercial aspect of it. That's where people start making money. So I think it was when people started investing and looking into the marketplace, the monetary aspect, financial involvement, that it started becoming a big deal. So I feel that the impact has actually helped a lot of businesses, a lot of people without voices, to actually have a very strong voice. You can see somebody in the suburb of Ibadan, or in the suburb of Lagos, or anywhere in the world, just sitting down in his corner with his camera, with his light, his sound, and he just shakes the world. You understand? And you see people trooping in from left, right, and center to actually say, okay, this is my talent, you want to invest in you, want to work with you and everything. So that's
yeah, if I will analyze your point now, the advantages is there's the visibility, the monetization aspect of it too. Okay, that's true. And I think it has a way of connecting you more with your fan.
With your fan, yeah.
Yeah, but the negative aspects of it, which I've seen, because recently I saw a celebrity that came up on screen and she was literally weeping because some people get to come into her direct DM and kind of cussing her, saying all manner of things. So I just felt, to the extent that if she could go to the extent of now creating the content around it, I think it's psychologically traumatizing. What kind of fan are those ones?
Well, I feel that social media itself is... One of my friends says something, I'll say it in Brooklyn. He says, waiting social media go cost. Even social media itself no go fit.
I was still saying that to
you understand? Social media has created ripple effects that will last a lifetime. Now we have different type of fans. Let's not forget that everyone has access to phone.
Okay.
Both the crazy, the mentally unstable, the mentally stable, the people that have depression issues, people that are good, people that are cool, people that are not cool, people that are sadists, the atheists, everybody is on social media. So you can expect the number of criticism that flies every day. I feel that in a particular day, the number of criticism that flies, there was a particular time I was trying to do the analysis online, I saw about 60-40. To say that social media, even the positive part of it has not actually done well. We have 60% of negativity on social media.
I agree. That controversies, that is what sells.
Some people actually feed on it. They feel that, okay, if I come online now and I decide to, in quotes now, abuse the government and call them by their name, I'll get followers, I'll get visibility. And the truth is that there's a market for it too. It's just that you'll be going in and out of the black room, the dark room every now and then. So apparently, that is what I feel about it. But the thing is, we as individuals, the little thing we don't tell ourselves, especially as celebrities, is that social media is not me. I am Capthain Temperature, the brand. I have a brand, I have a focus, I have a vision. My vision is not social media. My private life is not social media, but people mix it up all the time. That's why you see them, something happen, they come online, hey, hello guys, this has happened, that has happened. So of course the moment you come out and you spread your linen outside, you open channels for people to insult you. I mean, why can't people, some people will even say it as much as they went to the hospital, they gave them something and they will be showing, come on.
Maybe they're just kind of creating content.
Yeah, of course. Everybody turns everything to content, especially the monetary part. A lot of people, of course, who doesn't like money? So when you know that if I get more views to watch my content, I'll get more money. So people are willing to do anything. There was recently, I saw it online, there was a particular guy. It's a friend of mine, basically we talk, but he's based in Owerri.
Okay.
A few days ago, he went online and he created the content. What was the content? He acted like he ran mad on the streets. And there was no shirt on him, he only wore a boxer and he was running around and his team were trying to get him inside the car. They were calling people, hello, please come, I need you. And it was viral, it went everywhere. And I'm like,
just to get followers, views and money.
So, I mean, that's
crazy.
To me, that is one negative part that I mean, it doesn't show. It shows our vulnerability. One, two, it shows that to an extent people can actually do anything for money, and to me, it's not human. We are supposed to be. If you have a content, except your content from the onset is totally not a stable content. It's not for the society.
Okay, for the consumption.
So, it's for just anybody, people that are. I feel that if you have a content, a brand, and a name to protect, you should actually watch out for that. You should also be mindful of what you put online.
Keep your privacy to an extent.
Do your thing. If people like you for what you do, they will come all out for you. I mean, if you have a value, people will pay for your value, not the nonsense you do online. So that's my opinion, basically.
Okay, good. So as an actor, have you featured in any One Health movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
My friends, most times I don't think I've even featured in my own movie myself, apparently. But I have a lot of friends that do. They are into filmmaking. They just call me to take 1-2 scenes. Basically, even the one you saw, my mistake was a friend of mine. He decided to, he decided to put me on the job, and although I was part of the crew members and stuff like that. So that's what I do.
Oh, I thought it was your channel. I saw something Cindy TV.
S Media TV.
Oh, it was India.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Now that's a good one. So if you would be privileged to feature a big name in the industry in your movie, who would you go for?
Nigeria or international?
Let's take both. Locally, if you would want somebody to,
if I would want somebody to be on my scene, I would. Pardon me, I'm a very, very conventional.
Okay.
I would prefer an OC Okeje.
Okay.
OC is a very, very dogged actor. I love his interpretation of script and everything. Someone I would really like, I don't know if he's still in the film industry, Joseph Benjamin, is somebody that I love so much. I love his interpretation. And that person is Kule Remi, of course, basically. So that is for
local scene.
International, Idris Elba.
Oh,
Idris Elba
oh,
is someone that
yeah.
I just love his, I just respect his acting. It's so natural, it's so organic. You understand? So those are the two people. That's the only person I feel in the industry I can actually really, I want to put my money on it.